The motion of thanks and the President's address was passed by voice vote before the Speaker adjourned the lower house of Parliament. Day 4 of ruckus, day 4 of adjournment of the lower house of Parliament. Aishwarya and Prashant joining me live. Aishwarya, fourth day and the opposition up in arms, refusing to let the proceedings continue. What was the issues that they were picking up on today?
Well, this clearly means that in Lok Sabha, without any address of the Prime Minister, the motion of thanks has been passed. And now today, all eyes would be in the Rajya Sabha at around 5 p.m. as Kiran Rijiju, Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister, mentioned that we are all waiting for the address of the Prime Minister. Well, whether that will happen very smoothly or not is something that will remain to be seen. But here in the Lok Sabha, there was ruckus that was seen while the motion of thanks was passed. The opposition MPs again came into the well of the House. They chanted slogans because it is the opposition MPs which have been continuously stating for last 4 days that leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi has not been allowed to speak. And it is for the very first time that such an act has happened in the Lok Sabha. So without any statement given by the Prime Minister, the motion of thanks were passed. The demand is firm that the issues that had been raised by leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi should be discussed. There should be immediate intervention from the treasury benches. They should reply on the demands. And certainly there was heavy ruckus that was seen today as well. While Lok Sabha Speaker was urging to these opposition MPs, there were posters that were seen in the hands of these opposition MPs while they came into the well of the House. It was a repeated request to maintain the decorum of the lower house of the Parliament. Certainly that did not happen. And amid the ruckus, the motion of thanks was passed. And it is now the discussion on budget that might begin from 2 p.m.
Also, there was a meeting, wasn't there, for opposition leaders with Kharge. What is the inside track on that, Aishwarya?
Well, this morning there was first the meeting that was held at the chambers of the leader of opposition in Rajya Sabha and Congress President Adjourned Kharge, followed by a separate meeting of the Congress MPs. The strategy that was decided, the sources that indicated to us that both in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, the issue will be raised that when the leader of opposition was not being given a chance to speak in the lower house of the Parliament, why, in the Rajya Sabha, any leader would be allowed. Certainly, there was a heated debate that panned out in the Rajya Sabha as well. It was Adjourned Kharge who said that it is the institution of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and President that comprises and this makes Parliament. Certainly, when the leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha is not being allowed to speak, we can definitely also ask in the Rajya Sabha, the same point. To reply, in reply, the Rajya Sabha chairperson clearly stated that you cannot bring the functioning of the Lok Sabha to Rajya Sabha, as this has been a clear ruling given by the former chairperson in the House, when Jawaharlal Nehru clearly mentioned in one of the rulings that Lok Sabha proceedings cannot be brought in Rajya Sabha. Certainly, there was a heated argument. Kiran Rijiju, Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister, also stood up and stated in Rajya Sabha that the demands in Lok Sabha cannot be referred to Rajya Sabha. Yes, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha comprises and makes Parliament, but the functioning does it separately. There were several other leaders as well, which Rajya Sabha chairperson gave a chance. After that strategy meeting of the opposition MPs at Adjourned Kharge chambers, including Tiruchi Siva, including John Britas of the left, and many of them said that we request the government that leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha should be given a chance. But that did not happen, and Rajya Sabha later functioned smoothly.
Prashant also with us. Prashant, we're seeing these meetings also being held before Rajya Sabha resumed today. There are being attempts to ensure that the proceedings continue in Parliament. However, it's day 4 of deadlocks in both the Lok Sabha and the upper house of Parliament. What's the road ahead? What are you picking up? Is there going to be any business that can be held in the House this week?
Well, so far as Lok Sabha is concerned, as Aishwarya was telling you, the opposition is continuously saying that since the leader of opposition, Rahul Gandhi, was not allowed to speak, according to them, in the Lok Sabha, they are not going to let the House function. So far as Lok Sabha is concerned, it is unlikely that even when the Lok Sabha resumes at 2 p.m. and the discussion of budget starts, opposition will let the House function. But so far as Rajya Sabha is concerned, till yesterday we are expecting that Rajya Sabha will function smoothly, and Prime Minister will be able to reply to the discussion on motion of thanks. But there seems to be an afterthought within the opposition parties also. This morning they had a meeting, and now they have decided that they will raise the issue of leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi not being allowed to speak in Lok Sabha to the Rajya Sabha, and they are now saying that that Parliament constitutes both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. But I have a feeling, and I have been told by my sources in the government, that come what may, it will be an endeavor on the part of the government that Prime Minister at least speaks on this issue in the Rajya Sabha, because it is all about numbers also. In Rajya Sabha, the government has has a good number of MPs so far in comparison to the Lok Sabha. So I believe Prime Minister will be able to speak in the Rajya Sabha, though opposition has made it clear that they will raise this issue of Rahul Gandhi not being given the chance to speak in the Lok Sabha.